Hello, my name's Ellis, welcome to Quiz Class. Today we've got a quiz on IAS interview questions. We've got some subcategories which should split up and explain the quiz a little better in just a second. But do the best you can. At the end of the video you can let us know how you rank in the comments based on these Quiz Class awards. Whether you score between 0 to 100 gives you an award from Director, Chief Secretary, Commissioner, Apprentice or the Participation Award. Today's lineup then, we've got questions on India, current affairs, history, society and civil service values, environment and logical reasoning. And we're going to start off today's quiz with some questions about the environment. So here we go. Which of the following is not a site for in situ plant conservation? Botanical garden, national park or wildlife sanctuary? Which of the following is not a site for in situ plant conservation? The answer is botanical garden. 2. Which of the statements below is correct? Biodiversity along the mountain gradients is greater at high altitudes. Biodiversity is typically greater at lower altitudes, or both are correct. The answer is biodiversity is typically greater at lower altitudes. 3. What factors helped recognise the Western Ghats, Sri Lanka and Indo-Burma as biodiversity hotspots? Adaptation of flora and fauna to climate change, species richness, endemism and threat perception, or vegetation density, adaptation and biodiversity? The answer is species richness, endemism and threat perception. What is the name of the important wildlife and biodiversity location, a protected region where two rivers merge near the shore of the Bay of Bengal? Bhitarkanika, Gopalpur-on-Sea or Simlipal? The answer is Bhitarkanika. Apologies for any mispronunciation on those place names. We're on question 5 now. What is the most suitable explanation for the Himalayan range's high species diversity? It receives a lot of rain which promotes lush vegetation. Is it a convergence between different biogeographical zones, or the region is free of exotic and invasive species? The answer is it is a convergence between different biogeographical zones. 6. Which one of these statements about carbon credits is incorrect? It was ratified with the Kyoto Protocol. It is are awarded to groups that have greenhouse gas emissions below quota, or the UN periodically fixes the price of carbon credits. A very wordy quiz this one, hope you're keeping up so far. The answer to question 6 is it is are awarded to groups that have greenhouse gas emissions below quota. Which species of the organisms listed below are used as biopesticides? Bacteria and fungi, flowering plants, or all of the above? The answer is all of the above. 8. Which of the following is a tiger reserve? Bhitarkanika, Manas, or Somnath? The answer is Manas. Question 9. Which Indian animal species' natural habitat is a sandy and saline location and is threatened by habitat destruction? Indian wild ass, Indian wild boar, or Indian wild buffalo? The answer is Indian wild ass. Hope you're keeping up so far with the quiz. If there's ever a question that you don't know the answer, it's worth having a guess. It might help to your overall score. We're moving on now to the next question in the quiz, which is question 10. What could be the cause of the hole in the ozone layer in the Antarctic region, along with an inflow of chlorofluorocarbons? Presence of prominent tropospheric turbulence, presence of prominent polar fronts and stratospheric clouds, or absence of polar fronts and stratospheric clouds? The answer, it's the presence of prominent polar front and stratospheric clouds. 11. The IUCN's Red Data books contain lists of what? Endemic species present in biodiversity hotspots, threatened plant and animal species, or protected sites for conservation of nature? The correct answer, threatened plant and animal species. 12. What's the significance of sea buckthorn? controlling soil erosion and it has nutritional value, its timber is of great commercial value, or it is a rich source of biodiesel. C. Buckthorn's significance is its controlling soil erosion and it has nutritional value. What role do marine upwelling zones play in terms of ecological productivity? Brings microorganisms to the surface, brings nutrients to the surface, or brings bottom-dwelling organisms to the surface? The answer is bottom-dwelling organisms. 14. Which of the following will be adversely affected by the acidification of the oceans? Cloud seeding, world trade and travel by sea, phytoplankton, coral reefs and cloud seeding, or weapons manufacturing and distribution? The acidification of the oceans will be adversely affecting phytoplankton, coral reefs and cloud seeding. What role does ultraviolet radiation play in water filtration systems? It removes turbidity and improves the clarity, it makes water smell better, or it inactivates harmful microorganisms? The answer to question 15, it inactivates harmful microorganisms. 16 is going to be the first question in our questions about current affairs. So new section now, here we go. The term Levant is commonly heard in the news and closely relates to which of the following regions? Along the eastern Mediterranean shores, along the North African shores from Egypt to Morocco, or along the Persian Gulf and the Horn of Africa? The answer, along the eastern Mediterranean shores. 17. Which of these describes the context in which the term Qubit is applied? Cloud services, quantum computing, or stock exchange? The answer is quantum computing. Question 18. Which of the following rivers formed the Gandikota Canyon in South India? Calvary, Pennar, or Tungabhadra? The correct answer is Pennar. Which of these countries share borders with Afghanistan? Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, or Azerbaijan? The answer is Uzbekistan. Question 20. Which of these descriptions best captures the concept of the fractional orbital bombardment system that has received a lot of attention in the media? A missile launched to counter an asteroid approaching in space, after several orbits the spacecraft shoots a probe into a comet, or missile is put into stable orbit around the Earth and deorbits over target? The answer, missile is put into stable orbit around the Earth and deorbits over target. What is the general effect of currency devaluation? Improves competitiveness of domestic exports in foreign markets, increases the foreign value of domestic currency, or improves the trade balance? The general effect of currency devaluation is that it improves competitiveness of domestic exports in foreign markets. 22. Which of the following scenarios incorporates biorock technology? Coral reef restoration, building materials developed from plant residue, or salt licks provided for wild animals in protected areas? The answer, coral reef restoration. Question 23. Should another worldwide financial crisis occur in the near future, what is most likely to provide a degree of security to India? Maintaining full capital account convertibility, opening up to more foreign banks, or not relying on short-term foreign borrowing? The correct answer, not relying on short-term foreign borrowing. What is the main objective and what makes the Miyawaki method so popular? Harvesting wind energy on sea surfaces, development of genetically modified flora, or creation of mini forests in urban areas? The answer, creation of mini forests in urban areas. 25. Which of these descriptions best captures the term greenwashing? Conveying the false impression that a product is eco-friendly, excluding environmental costs in a country's financial statements, or restructuring a business to become more eco-friendly? The answer: conveying the false impression that a product is eco-friendly, and we are now a quarter of the way through the quiz. Which of the following is associated with the organisation of Turkic states? Armenia, Croatia, or Uzbekistan? The answer is Uzbekistan. Which of the following statements concerning probiotics is incorrect? They are made from yeast and bacteria, they are only found in the food we ingest, or it helps with the digestion of milk sugars. The answer: they are only found in the food we ingest. 28. India's GDP expanded 7.8% in the March quarter, bringing the annual growth rate to how much? 6.8, 8.2, or 12.3? The answer is 8.2. 29. Who did Nishant Dev beat to qualify for the 2024 Paris Olympics? Henry Armstrong, Roberto Duran, or Vasil Sebatari? The answer: Vasil Sebatari. Question 30. Which of these has been established under the Environment Protection Act of 1986? Central Groundwater Authority, International Water Development Agency, or Water Protection and Purification Project, WP3? The correct answer for question 30 is the Central Groundwater Authority. You're now going to hear some questions on history. Starting with question 31. What were the subjects of the rock paintings during the Paleolithic period? Abstract concepts and emotions, landscapes and scenery, or human figures and activities with geometric designs and symbols? The answer: human figures and activities with geometric designs and symbols. How many painted rock shelters are there in the Bhimbetka caves? 8, about 160, or nearly 400? There are nearly 400 painted rock shelters in the Bhimbetka caves. Which state in India is the site of Lakhudyar? Rajasthan, Gujarat, or Uttarakhand? Apologies for any mispronunciations on this question. The correct answer is Uttarakhand. Where is the site of Kupgalu located? Tamil Nadu, Telangana, or Andhra Pradesh? The site of Kupgalu is located in Telangana. 35. Where was Buddha born? Bodh Gaya, Rajgriha, or Lumbini village in Nepal? The correct answer is Lumbini village in Nepal. 36. Who was Buddha's first teacher? Alara Kalama, Ikshvaku, or Mahatma Gandhi? The answer is Alara Kalama. 37. Which dynasty ruled some of the new kingdoms that arose after the Mauryan Empire? Magadhas, Kanvas, or Sungas? Is it Magadhas, Kanvas, or Sungas? The answer is Sungas. 38. What did Asoka prohibit that affected the income of the Brahmanas? Any form of trade, killing of animals and birds, or travelling? The answer: killing of animals and birds. 39. Where did the Greeks establish the kingdom of Bactria? Present-day northern Afghanistan, present-day China, or present-day southern India? The answer is present-day northern Afghanistan. 40. What is the meaning of the term sramana in Jainism? Ritualistic divination, complex rituals and sacrifices, or ascetic or monk? The answer is ascetic or monk. What are some distinguishing features of Jainism? Superstitious beliefs and mantras, non-violence, renunciation, celibacy and self-control, or expensive sacrificial ceremonies? The answer, non-violence, renunciation, celibacy and self-control. What was the edge of Jainism over the Vedic religion? Complex religious practices, comparatively easier way to liberation, or huge festivals and extravagant parties? And the second option is the correct answer, easier way to liberation. What factors led to the fall of the Guptas? Agricultural areas were destroyed in a storm, invasion of Hunas from Central Asia, or all their villages were burned down by the Greeks? The answer, invasion of Hunas from Central Asia. 44. Which region did the Vakataka dynasty rule? Eastern Maharashtra, Iran, or Gujarat? Again, my apologies on some of the place name pronunciations here. The answer is Eastern Maharashtra. 45. Who was the founder of the Maitraka dynasty? Bataka, Harsha, or Sheladitya? The answer is Bataka. Now you're going to hear some questions about society and civil service values. What does impartiality mean in public service? Treating all citizens equally and impartially, dividing budgets into logic categories equally, or favouring minority groups to help them flourish? Impartiality is all about treating citizens equally and impartially. What does integrity mean for public servants? Providing high-quality services that meet the needs of the people, treating all citizens equally and impartially, or being honest, transparent, and accountable in actions? The answer, being honest, transparent, and accountable in actions. What does professionalism involve for public servants? Being honest and giving complete information, being impartial and objective in decision-making, or being competent, skilled, and dedicated to their work? The answer is being competent, skilled, and dedicated to their work. 49. Which value involves making information about government policies, programmes, and decisions available to the public? Accountability, responsibility, or transparency? The answer is transparency. Question 50. What is the purpose of the National Population Policy 2000? To control the population growth in India, to provide healthcare services for all civilians of India, or to increase the population in India? The answer is to control the population growth in India. And that is the halfway point of this quiz. Hope you're doing well so far. Which method of family planning is given more emphasis? Spacing methods like IUCD, permanent methods like sterilisation, or natural methods like fertility awareness? The answer is spacing methods like IUCD. 52. What is the purpose of the Quality Assurance Committees? To promote male participation in family planning, to manage the contraceptive supply, or to ensure quality care in family planning services? The correct answer, to ensure quality care in family planning services. 53. What is one of the problems caused by unsustainable urbanisation? Energy crisis, rural emigration, or overcrowding? The answer is overcrowding. 54. Why is suboptimal utilisation of urban land a problem? Difficulties with administration of land ownership, it promotes unorganised growth, or it hinders holistic city development. The answer, it hinders holistic city development. Question 55. What is one of the environmental problems caused by unsustainable urbanisation? Urban heat islands, urban chemical dams, or urban deforestation? The answer is urban heat islands. Question 56. What percentage of the total urban population in India was in slums according to the 2011 census? 5.6%, 17.3%, or 32.1%? The answer is 17.3%. Question 57. What is an example of poor city planning for disaster mitigation? Riverbed destruction, Chennai floods in 2015, or lake deformation? The answer is Chennai floods in 2015. What is the aim of the Smart Cities scheme? Increase population within cities rather than expanding, promote sustainable and inclusive cities, or building smart toll gates with lower rates? The answer is promote sustainable and inclusive cities. 59. What are the three core ideas of smart cities? Affordability, accessibility, and efficiency, safety, security, and cleanliness, or livability, economic ability, and sustainability? The answer is just that, livability, economic ability, and sustainability. What is the HRIDAY scheme? Preserve and revitalise the heritage of cities, move pollution to poor cities, or develop more industrial corridors? The answer is preserve and revitalise the heritage of cities. Now you're going to have some questions on India in general. Who served as India's first president? Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, or Rajendra Prasad? The answer is Rajendra Prasad. 62. Which Indian state is called God's own country? Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, or Tamil Nadu? The answer is Kerala. 63. The Indian Rebellion against the rule of the British East India Company in 1857 was also known as the Revolt of 1857, the Indian Uprising, or the First War of Independence. The answer is the First War of Independence. 64. Who wrote the Indian national song Vande Mataram? Was it Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, Mahatma Gandhi, or Rabindranath Tagore? The answer is Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. 65. What place is called the Pink City? Is it Bikaner, Jaipur, or Udaipur? The answer is Jaipur. 66. When was the Indian Constitution adopted as a system of rules and lifestyle? 1949, 1969, or 1989? The answer is 1949. 67. Who was the 48th Chief Justice of India before retiring in August 2022? D.Y. Chandrachud, N.V. Ramana, or S.A. Bobde? The answer is N.V. Ramana. 68. What is the BJP established in 1980? Is it the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Babita Jalali Programme, or the Badrinath Judicious Park? The answer is the Bharatiya Janata Party. 69. What is the Indian rupee divided into? 10 paise, 100 paise, or 1000 paise? The answer is 100 paise. Question 70. Which Indian states does the Ganges River flow through? Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Odisha, Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan, or Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal? The answer is that bottom answer there, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. What is the name of the Space Research Organisation founded in 1969? The Indian Space Research Organisation, the Indian Space Exploration Programme, or the Indian National Space Administration? Is it ISRO, ISEP, or INSA? The answer is the ISRO. Question 72. Who founded India's Infosys IT company? Azim Premji, Kumar Mangalam Birla, or Narayana Murthy? The answer is Narayana Murthy. 73. Diwali, an Indian festival, takes place over 3 days, 5 days, or 7 days. How many days does Diwali take place over? The answer is 5 days. 74. As of June 2024, the Indian Parliament is composed of who? Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, or Rajya Sabha and Vidhan Sabha? The answer is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, that top left answer. 75. The Indian government began its flagship programme Make in India in what year? 1985, 1999, or 2014? The answer is 2014. Now we're going to have some questions on logical reasoning. So let's see how you do on these 15 questions. What is a leap year? A year with 364 days, a year with 365 days, or a year with 366 days? The answer is a year with 366 days. 77. How many odd days are there in a leap year? The remainder after dividing the days of a year by 7 weeks. Is it 2, 1, or 0? The answer we're looking for there is 2. Very well done if you got that right. Here's question 78. Sarah travels north. She takes a right turn, then a left. After travelling for 2 minutes, she takes a right turn and then another right turn. In which direction is she travelling? You didn't have north as an option there. The answer we were looking for was south. Question 79. How far can you travel in 2 hours and 5 minutes when doing 60 miles an hour? 75 miles, 125 miles, or 208.3 miles? Well, 60 miles an hour, double it, is 120, and add the 5 on. 125 miles is what we're looking for. Alberto walks 9 kilometres to the north, then he treks 5 kilometres south. He then goes 3 kilometres east. What is his distance, and in which direction is he from his starting point? Is he 3 kilometres east, 4 kilometres north, or is he 5 kilometres northeast? The answer is 5 kilometres northeast. 81. Complete the geometric progression sequence. 4, 8, x, 32, 64. Does x equal 12, 16, or 24? The answer is 16. Those numbers are doubling. 82. Complete the sequence. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Is the next number in the sequence 31, 36, or 49? The answer is 36. You're adding 11 from 25. Complete this sequence. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Is the next number 10, 11 or 13? The answer is 13. How many faces or sides does a cube have? 6, 8 or 12? How many faces does a cube have? It has 6 faces. Question 85. What does a cube have 12 of? Corners, edges, or points or vertices? It has 12 edges. 86. Which of the following situations represents the best example of an informal gathering? The book club meets the first Thursday of each month. Sarah and a few co-workers decided to go out for a short drink after work. Or Mary sends 25 invites for her sister's bridal shower. Of those, the best example of an informal gathering is Sarah and a few co-workers decided to go out for a short drink after work. Tammy is older than Ethan, Clive is older than Tammy, and Ethan is older than Clive. If we know for a fact that the first two statements are true, what would the third statement be? True or false? It has to be false. 88. Which term does not fit with the others? Parsley, basil, or mayonnaise? Mayonnaise is the imposter in those options. That's the answer we were looking for. 89. Which term does not fit with the others? Inch, ounce, or centimetre? The answer is ounce. 90. Odometer is to mileage as compass is to what? Acceleration, direction, or speed? The correct answer to question 90 is direction. And we're going to finish on these last 10 questions with a mystery round. Here we go, 91. What is the Vizcacha's native region? Mongolia, South America, or Tibet? What is the Vizcacha's native region? The answer is South America. 92. What is the term for a proscenium in a theatre's shape? The proscenium arch, the proscenium drop, or the proscenium square? The proscenium arch is the arch between the audience and the stage that splits them up, that goes over the top. 93. What is the expression for a short nap? 10 blinks, 36 ticks, or 40 winks? If I was to say after this, I'm going to take 40 winks, it would be a short nap. That's what we're looking for, 40 winks. 94. Which of these countries is located on the African mainland? Djibouti, Israel, or Yemen? The answer is Djibouti. Question 95. What 16th century writer created works for the Earl of Nottingham's company? Alan Ayckbourn, Christopher Marlowe, or Oliver Goldsmith? The answer is Christopher Marlowe. Question 96. Martha's Vineyard, located south of Cape Cod in New England, is where in the United States? California, Massachusetts, or Washington? The answer is Massachusetts. Which one of these is recognised as an astronomer? Sir Barnes Wallis, Sir Fred Hoyle, or Sir Richard Branson? The answer is Sir Fred Hoyle. Question 98. What is a statement or series of words that results in a contradiction or a scenario that defies intuition? Paradigm, paradiddle, or paradox? The answer is a paradox. 99. What is the location of Hang Song Dung Cave, the world's largest cave corridor discovered in 2009? Cambodia, Laos, or Vietnam? The answer is Vietnam. Question 100. How many chevrons does a British Army sergeant wear on his arm? 1, 3, or 5? A British Army sergeant would wear 3 chevrons on his arm. And here's a bonus question. In the standard 7-coloured rainbow spectrum, what is the 3rd colour? And we'd love you to write your answer for that one in the comments. And while you're there, you can let us know how many points you scored, because that is the end of our quiz. Look at those Quiz Class Einstein rewards. Were you a director, chief secretary, commissioner, apprentice, or participation? Between 0 and 100, you can work out what reward you receive. Thanks a lot for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe to Quiz Class and hit that bell icon to be notified on all of our upcoming videos. There are quizzes already uploaded that you can try right now too. My name's Ellis and I've been your host today. Thanks a lot for joining us today at Quiz Class. We'll see you next time.